Bioshock.
Bioshock.
Max,
Yes.
before we get started on this little adventure through Rapture,
Mm-hmm.
let's recount. What is your experience with Bioshock 1? How far, because you played it a little bit.
I did play it a little bit. I played it on my 360
How far did you get?
to the first actual encounter with Big Daddy. Not
So you made it through Medical Pavilion, but didn't get to the end of Medical Pavilion.
yes.
Okay.
And then I got distracted by something else. I'm sure came out.
Okay. Well, I've beaten this game on I've beaten this game 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I got every achievement in the Xbox 360 version, and then I platinumed it in the PS3 version. For the PS3 version, you have to beat the game on a new difficulty that's one step above hard, called Survivor, and without using Vita Chambers, which we'll get to in a little bit.
Right.
That was really hard until it just stopped being hard. It's really hard in the beginning, and then it's really easy. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games, and I wanna show people. I know quite a bit about it. Some really random bullshit that some people might not know. Not a ton, but enough. So I was gonna play on hard. I'm gonna play on medium.
Okay.
Because if we have deaths, it's just gonna be a nuisance.
It really is.
And combat's good in this game, but it's not the main thing. The main thing is the story.
Right.
Which we're about to start right now. Load times we're playing on the PS3. The load times are a little fucky. They're not too long. They're not like Bloodborne. Well, Bloodborne pre-patch.
Yeah, pre-patch.
Also, during cutscenes and important stuff, we're not going to talk. Including, but not limited to, right now.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Yeah, now we can start talking because that was just a brief little introduction.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so you play as Jack.
Yeah, you play as a guy named Jack. You can see that. It said it at the top of that GIF that he was holding, which he probably got from his parents or whatever. They had the little photo of him or a friend or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was flying over the Atlantic Ocean when suddenly the plane crashes. That's no good.
That's really no good.
So he kind of is freaking the fuck out for a little bit here.
Well, that really makes sense, though.
Yeah, I can't. The Atlantic is fucking cold, too.
Oh, yeah.
The ocean in general is fucking cold. So I can imagine that this is not a great experience.
Was that the front half of the plane?
That was part of the plane, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, everything's on fucking fire.
Not the fiery water!
Including... Well, actually not including, but yeah, there's the back half of the plane.
Yeah, it's doing great.
Yeah, and then that was some gas.
That's no good.
Yeah, not great. But lucky him, there's a giant fucking lighthouse in the middle of the ocean.
Gee, I wonder if this is where the game is taken.
Yes. No.
No?
It's convenient. Nothing else. Just lucky. Luck of the draw, really. So, lucky us, we get to go in here. We'll have some soup. Call it good. And why is it so dark? No!
No!
Oh, shit.
Oh.
No gods or kings.
He doesn't look nice.
Well, that is a guy that we're actually going to be hearing from in a few seconds. And he is just a man. He's not a god or a king. He is a man.
Just a man.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to get through this beginning part rather quickly. Do some wow jumps.
When in doubt, jump.
And this is a bathysphere. Transport between various areas underwater, I suppose.
Okay.
And this is just supposed to give you an idea of how fucking far down you're going. I can't remember exactly how far a fathom is, but it's fucking far.
Yeah, it's really far.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then they don't want you to know how far you're going underwater, so they give you a presentation. So we'll listen to that presentation.
Okay.
am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture.
Very well-timed presentation.
Yeah, no kidding.
City where the artist would not fear
So we are
where the
really far
scientist
underwater
would not be bound by
in
many
this city
moralities, where the great would not be
built by the
constrained
guy
by
that's
the
talking.
small.
Yeah,
Sweat
founded by the guy talking.
Rapture
Is a better way to put
of
it.
your city as well.
I forget. It was built by. Actually, it was built by one of those guys right there. That was their whole purpose at first. They would wear those suits. They'd come down here and they'd assemble everything. They'd run away from whales. By the way, I like Surprise. Big fan. There's a sign down there. What's it say? Cocktail Lounge. All good things of this earth flow through or into the city. That's what it was. Rapture trends of the thing. So, this game is a huge homage to Atlas Shrugged, a old fucking massive novel by Anne Ryan I forget how to say the name. It's like Ayn Rand or On Rand or something like that. It's like AYN Rand.
Is that where they got that guy's name from?
Yeah, Andrew Ryan is just a rearrangement of that name.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of like minor things. Like the entire premise is based on Atlas Shrugged in a way. Very inspired by some characters or modeled after characters in the book. One in particular we'll get to in a bit. He's basically like the exact same character from Atlas Shrugged. Incidentally, he is named Atlas.
Yeah. Dude got fucked.
Yeah. By a spider splicer who's gonna try to fuck us up now.
Is it someone new?
And she's trying to cut in through the top here, like right about here-ish. With her sickle hands.
Which are rad.
No.
They're cool.
They're scary though.
Oh yeah.
But somebody tells her to fuck right off, and she's like, what the fuck, this is so mean, oh. And then she fucks right off. But then somebody tells us to get the radio.
Atlas.
We just mentioned him.
We did. Foreshadowing.
Actually, really quick, while he's talking, I'm gonna turn on these subtitles. There we go.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, there might be another setting that I need to adjust later, but for right now, it's fine. The game's pretty intuitive. I really like the objective sound. There we go. So, I'm gonna show as much as I can. One thing I really like is if you stop, it'll like show you what it says, even though most of the time you can read it just fine. So,
That's a cool
Rapture is
detail.
dead. Ryan doesn't own us. So, right away you can just kind of tell that people really don't want to be run by Andrew Ryan, the guy that founded and basically runs Rapture.
Yeah.
Let us ascend. They want to leave, implying that people aren't allowed to leave. This is basically like a train station. It's a bathysphere station.
Whoa. Turrets.
Flying turrets.
Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something?
Yeah, and then one of my favorite weapons in any game ever, the wrench.
Really?
It's my, yeah, I love using the wrench. I really like the animations. It's ridiculously overpowered. I knew that couch was coming, so the surprise of that might not have been super great for the viewer, but whatever. And then you get some health stuff from him, and then you can come over here and there's stuff that you can eat to regain little bits of health too. And I think there's one over here. No. But this over here, we're gonna get our first plasmid, which is basically like the magic power in this game.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. He does that in the regular. He trusts funny substances that he finds in syringes right away.
You know?
No, his genetic code's being rewritten so that it can shoot electricity out of his fingertips.
That's
it was
normal.
it was a common thing in 1960.
Don't fall.
It was a common thing in 1960. You wouldn't understand. Now the splicers are making fun of us because we just got plasmids and Adam, which I'll explain in a little bit. But then they run. They were gonna take out the Atom from you, but then they heard something coming and they were like, fuck.
Yellow always had been. You'll be no better off with a metal daddy, little fish. See you floating.
So now we're left alone, except for this massive fucker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He built the city.
he did.
And no, not by himself.
Of course.
Look, Mr. Bubbles.
It's too much power.
Angel.
Yeah.
I can see light coming from his belly.
And then this little girl looks friendly. She needs some shoes, and she needs to clean her dress, but
What
I
is she
don't.
holding?
I know he'll be an angel.
She's holding a syringe.
People in syringes.
Yeah. So, as the story goes along, we'll kind of learn more about... that was a little sister and a big daddy. We'll learn more about them as time goes on. And, yeah. Remember the bottom half of the plane?
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. But lucky for us, it has an emergency exit.
Yay.
Yay! Oh, I just remembered. I want to grab something really quick, actually. Just as a precaution. Shouldn't take too long. Or did it lock behind me?
I think it will.
Yeah, it locked behind me. Okay, that's fine.
What were we trying to get?
Oh, I was gonna get more health and more Eve, but that's fine.
So Eve is your power?
Yeah, Eve is basically mana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't go through there. That's broken. So you gotta go this way.
Alright.
Yep. And let's start exploring a little bit. And it's an Eve hypo, so
Hypodermic.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I accidentally just picked up alcohol. I don't like to pick up alcohol or cigarettes actually.
Well, cigarettes.
Cigarettes you lose health but gain Eve, and vice versa for alcohol.
Okay.
So here, that's got a syringe or a hypo, I should say.
They're just not worth it.
I mean, it depends. Later in the game, you can get some bonuses that make it so, hey, there's a cat.
It's doing
It's taking a nap.
a very wow.
Ah.
Eh.
Ah, motherfucker.
Good Christ.
I always forget where they are. Yeah, but that's one of the things. He says give him the old 1-2 punch. Do I have to hold? No, that's...
Oh, red.
Yeah, you give him the old 1-2 punch, and it's basically a one-shot kill. Yeah, there we go.
I would not trust a syringe like that. Oh, he's on fire.
But yeah, he's fine. But yeah, later, like I was saying, later in the game, you get bonuses that make it so, like, you can drink alcohol and you won't lose Eve. so you just gain health. It's basically just like eating food, which is kind of weird.
Is there anything like that for cigarettes, or is that just...
I don't think so. You would think I would know that after...
Because cigarettes are bad, kids.
Yeah, cigarettes are bad for you. The game doesn't want to endorse it. So right now, Alice is talking about how he wants us to find his wife and his kid, and because he can't do it himself. And if he does that, then he can get us out of Rapture, because we're both kind of stuck in here together. So one of the few things that I don't really like about this game is the fact that it kind of like it's a little easy to figure out what to do simply because the objective arrow is always there.
Yeah.
So right here, there's a lady talking to a baby, but
She looks like a bird.
She is a bird. She's wearing a mask. A lot of people wear masks in this universe or in Rapture, and it wasn't a baby. It was a gun. First gun.
You know,
Who cares about the gun, dude?
I know people that talk to guns.
That's fucked up, man. Sad.
You just saw someone talking to a gun.
Yeah, but she was a crazy person with a bird mask.
You're saying rednecks aren't crazy people?
With bird masks?
They could have bird masks. They kill lots of birds.
Oh, they do. That's where me and rednecks get along. I just heard someone's voice. Down here. That's where it was. So this dude is right here. Oh. I want to use
that.
I want to use the wrench. We'll
Is
use
the wrench like good for a majority of this game?
Yeah, it's good for fighting splicers. It's not good for oh shit.
Is a splicer the most common enemy, or?
Yeah, it's just variations of splicers and then turrets and then big daddies.
Okay.
So the aerial turrets and the grounded turrets. She dropped her revolver, but I don't remember where it went. I'm gonna do a lot of exploring in this game, just because I want to try to find as many audio logs as I can. Like here's our first one right here, and then we're gonna play it, and we'll let Diane talk.
Another New Year's, another night alone. I'm out and you're stuck in Festus, working. Imagine why. But guess I'll have another drink. Here's a toast to Diane McClintock, silliest girl in Rapture. Silly enough to fall in love with Andrew Ryan. Silly. What happened? I'm bleeding. Oh God. What's happening?
So yeah, she was at a New Year's party that got crashed by some enemies, some splicers. At least it's implied that it's splicers that show up.
Okay. And she's in love with Andrew Ryan, it seems.
Yeah, she met Ryan at an event, I believe, and fell in love with him there. So when enemies are in water, they can get electrocuted,
Oh, that's so helpful.
and they die instantaneously. Not always, but most of the time.
Can you go into the water while it's being electrocuted?
You can, you'll take damage.
Oh, okay, so it's not, you're not vulnerable to it.
No, not at all.
That's good.
Yeah.
But that,
Oh, I
however,
missed. I'm
is
sorry.
not good. Correct.
There's a perk later in the game where, I forgot that happens. There's a perk later in the game where, oh yeah, and then there's randomly ghosts.
From when Rapture fell?
Yeah. There's another one. Let's see what we got. This is Steve.
You care to tell me why you've had a hole in the wall the size of a rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? Nah, I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare. I'm trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all they can think about is stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
So we won't be quiet for all of the audio recordings because there's a ton of them, and I'm gonna try to find all of them, but there are some that are
Don't
pretty
really-
hard to find.
Okay.
Nope, some bullshit's happening.
Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute? Do you think that's
Hey, it's a little sister.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of explain what they are.
little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it.
So yeah, like he said, everybody has Adam and everybody needs it. Or everybody wants it, everybody needs it. And they go around and they take Adam with their little syringes. So up there, Big Daddy's gonna come down. So this is the real introduction of Big Daddy's.
He's got bad aim. He's got awful aim.
Doesn't count for much. See, that could be you.
That's the Big Daddy. She got it on him. He keeps her safe.
Yeah, so Big Daddy's, the only thing that they do is, or now, is they make sure that the little sisters are safe. And they can do it quite effectively because the normal splicers don't really have much to work with against Big Daddies.
What are Big Daddies weak to?
Electricity.
Okay.
So you can stun them, and then you can hit them.
See, I think that's where I fucked up when I played.
Didn't use it.
Yeah, I just used my gun.
You see, that's the thing, is like, in a way, this is a survival horror game, and in other ways it's not really a survival horror game. Nah, I was gonna show a glitch, but I'm not gonna do it because it skips basically a cutscene, and there's no sense in skipping story at this point.
No.
But I'll explain it when I get close to being able to do it. It's not very complicated, so it's not a big deal. And I'm gonna try to get as much money as I can here in the beginning of the game, so that I can be sure to buy stuff later. Also, there's another part that hasn't come up yet. There's hacking, and basically you just rearrange some pipes and redirect water flow so that you can take over a machine. I won't do that. I'll do that when I need to use a shop. Oh yeah, if you drink too much alcohol in a row, you get this vision effect.
That's good.
Yeah, but it also decreased my Eve, which is not good. But whatever. What the fuck?
Oh,
no, I want to go! But now there's security alerts. Oh dear. And now some peeps are going to come and try to fuck us up a little bit. But unfortunately for them, they land in water.
Yep. That's the dream. This guy, however, is not in water.
That's a lady next.
Say it as a general term, not as a sexist term.
Oh, that's good. So Alice is like, what the fuck, you need to go to Neptune's Bounty, but you can't, so fuck it. I'll just help you along here for a little bit. Let's go and pillage her right quick. Nothing there. So coming up here is a like a transition area, like to another bathysphere. Mm-hmm. It's right there. If you come in here and you walk along this wall, goddamn it, where's the wall? It's too dark. There we go. Hey, thanks for the light, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, you walk along this wall and you fire in and you hit the door before it closes with electricity, then you just get to skip through and you get to go to it right away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you don't have to sit here and listen to this from Andrew Ryan. So he asked, you missed it for a sec there, but he basically asked, like, are you with the FBI or the KGB? Like, what the fuck is your deal? Well, I don't care either way. I'm gonna fucking kill you anyways.
He doesn't seem like a good dude.
Yeah, he's not great. He built this fucked up place.
Well, it wasn't fucked up first, was it?
No. I forget what year Rapture was founded, like when people started living there. But it fell on New Year's Eve going into 1959 or going into 1960. I can't remember which. So it's been fucked up for a little while. Oh, and as I progress through the story, there won't be any trophies popping up because I already got all of them. So, oops, oopsie.
Oh, oops.
So now we are in the first real area of the game, which is questionably the hardest area in the entire game, which is the medical pavilion. First shot you see Dr. Steinman's cosmetic enhancement. That's like the main crux of the medical pavilion. So over here, there's the Circus of Values, where you get to buy all your shit. We're actually gonna buy 6 electric, or actually no, we're gonna save that for a little bit. We're gonna buy some pistol ammo, just to be on the safe side. We're gonna hack this here thing. So hacking's kind of annoying because you have to reveal the tiles and then you have to switch them around. And my timing for this is a bit off because I haven't done this in a while. But you basically have to get it rearranged as such. And then once you're done, woo! So now this little guy is our friend. But I don't really want him, so I'm just going to deactivate him.
Why don't you want him?
They don't really do a lot. They can pull aggro from enemies, but it doesn't always work.
Okay.
So I just sort of let it go. And now we got somebody here talking about Adam. And it's Dr. Steinman. Most popular guy in the whole area.
It's a lie, isn't it?
No, dude, people like Steinman. He makes people pretty.
No, it really sounds like a lie.
Yeah, he makes people beautiful. That's his whole thing. And this lady right here is a nurse. Get it? Because it's the medical pavilion.
I get it. I understand the jokes.
Yeah, you got it. You're doing it. So now the whole point was he was like, okay, you'll come into medical pavilion, you'll put your key into or you'll just pull this lever, then you'll open up into the bathysphere, and then you can head on out. But Steinman he rigged the bathysphere area so that you can't just get out. You have to get a key from him because he's a jerk. So we have to go and find Steinman, and we're gonna take key back. I should just use the wrench because that's what I'm good with. New diary entry, so we'll let that play out while we... Hey, it's Diane again. Let's see what happened to her after the party. So she was put into the hospital, and Steinman was gonna fix her right up, make her more beautiful. Andrew Ryan was...
I'm sure she's already gorgeous.
She's not a bad looking lady. She's gonna get fixed right up by Steinman, and Andrew Ryan's gonna pay for it, and it's gonna be great. So while we're getting into this next area, I'll sort of explain. There's a handful of different types of splicers. There's okay, hang on. I'm forgetting the first kind, but there's leadhead, spider, and Houdini, and then there's a fourth kind. But that ghost really wanted to get into surgery.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop
So
in the surgery
this
wing.
is some of his handiwork. He kind of figures out how to rearrange people, make them all pretty looking.
Yeah,
So
but
if
at
you-
what cost?
Office of Dr. Steinman. So it's just kind of a preview of like, hey, I can make you look pretty.
Your diary entry, and
It's Steinman. He's basically talking about beauty.
Problems for the professional. As your tools improve, so do
Are we
your
listening to this?
Yeah.
There was a time I was happy enough to take off a wart or two, or turn a real circus freak into something you can show in the daylight, but that was then.
Ah, Alice cut it off. That's
All
right.
the machines will short out right and proper if you hit them with electric.
Oh yeah, so you can do this. You can stun them, and then you can hack them right quick. You can also just pay to buy them out, which is kind of a waste of money. So we have to get it to there. And we have to make sure to avoid,
Those exploding ones.
yeah, because they will cause the whole thing to explode, and you'll take damage if that happens.
That doesn't sound good.
It's a total pain in the ass. A lot of people, their least favorite part about Bioshock 1 is the hacking. I think it's kind of like it really slows down the flow of the game, and is just kind of tedious, especially if you hack everything in the game.
Do you agree?
I mean, it's a flawed system, but I don't think that it's necessarily bad. I think it's kind of fun, especially if you get good at it.
Yeah. Like, some puzzles are fun.
Yeah.
So.
I'm
usually not a puzzle game guy. Hence why I'm completely god-awful at Portal.
Yeah, oh my god, dude, I'm so fucking terrible at Portal.
Did this come out the same year as Portal? No.
No, I don't remember what year Portal 1 came out. It might have come out in 2007. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. Like, I think that these are totally fine. But whatever. I think it also can make things like really helpful in the beginning. So, in the beginning of the game, you're pretty weak. Like the amount of abilities you gain throughout the course of the game are pretty crazy. Can't get that yet, but we will be able to get it in a little bit.
Okay. Eternal Flame.
Yeah. So we're actually about to head to Eternal Flame.
Cool. That's a really cool name.
Yeah. So there's a handful of areas here in the medical pavilion. We're gonna kind of go at them a little bit out of order. Like, we're not gonna follow exactly what the arrow says to do.
Is there a reason for that?
Just because I know what to do and I know what's gonna happen, and I just kind of want to, show as much as I can as quickly as I can.
Right.
Yeah. So that little thing's taking care of business. If you hurt a splicer enough, they'll come over here to these medical stations, and what you can do is you can pay and it'll heal you up, and then you can hack it and you can make it cheaper. Or I'm gonna take care of this bitch. Oh, you are tough. Whoops, daisy. Yeah, see, even on normal, like, you're pretty weak in the beginning. Or what you can do, and which is one of my favorite things to do, I don't like to do it right away, but if you break it, then it drops a first aid kit. Sometimes it'll drop 3, which is pretty sweet.
Is it RNG or is it specific ones?
Specific ones drop various amounts. Yeah, so this guy's he's really tough.
Who is this?
He's just a...
Oh, Christ.
I accidentally killed twice. Whoops. But yeah, I forget what he's called.
I have a question about the health system.
All right.
So when it goes down,
okay,
like even though you have those health things, they won't automatically come in if you're down. I'm assuming.
You mean the heals?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they won't. You have to activate it yourself by hitting circle. Okay.
Well, some games do that. So
yeah, auto healing it's relatively common. So what I'm hacking right now is a camera. If the cameras spot you, then enemies will swarm the area, or turrets. and I don't want that to happen. But what you get by hacking them is you actually get like the camera to be on your side. It won't detect you. It'll detect splicers. And so, like, if a splicer comes into the area, then turrets will swarm in and mess their day up. So this part is pretty gross right here. So
Is it gross to everyone?
Well, it's just kind of weird. So watch what happens. You put them in. You wait a little bit. It's like roasting a chicken. Because then you get a tonic, just like when you roast a chicken.